Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. I am binge recording, so you're gonna see like this get up for like 5 or 10 videos, probably. I don't know. But I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, the guy with the beard in his office, and we are here, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about Titans. Just like my laundry, you've been getting shafted for quite some time. Specifically Prismatic, absolutely. In fact, that's what the article we're reading today by the GameSpot. We're talking about Titans a lot right now. Bungie acknowledges Destiny 2 Titan Prismatic subclass concerns. The concerns is that Prismatic Titans suck. Balls. They're horrible. They're garbage. And I say that because why one strand when you can run Banner of War strand Titan, which is better? Why run Stasis Prismatic when you can just actually run Stasis Titan, which is better? Why run Void Prismatic when you can run Prismatic Void and the kit works better? And you're like, oh, well, you can mix and match. The mix and matching is so bad. They gave Titan nothing. They gave all the garbage no one cares about, especially on Titan. I think the only thing that I liked about Prismatic Titan is having 3 concentration slams, or 2, I think it's 3. That's fun. That's neat, especially if you get the exotic class item with Synthoceps and maybe Inmost Light is what I'm looking for. That's cool because you can keep slamming away. But outside of that, like, I have a reason to use Warlock with a bunch of turrets, and it's fun. Hunters running around punching things. It's funny because Prismatic Hunter is more of a Prismatic Titan than Titan is right now. It's hilarious. But let's read into it, shall we? The Destiny 2 developer has acknowledged that the recent feedback around the Titan class and how its new Prismatic subclass isn't quite meeting player expectations compared to other subclasses. We're talking about Titans a lot now internally. Following the release of the Final Shape expansion for Destiny 2, players have voiced concerns regarding the new Titan Prismatic subclass, citing it as weaker compared to its Hunter and Warlock counterparts. Yeah, you know it's bad, but like in general, Titans are just weaker compared to other classes. So much so that people who are Titan stans, they live and breathe Titans, took off Titans to run Hunters on day one. Titans had the least completion rate of Salvation's Edge. That's how bad they were compared to Warlock and Hunter. Like, even Warlocks had more completion rates than Titan. Addressing these concerns, Bungie recently shared its commitment to expanding Destiny 2 Prismatic subclass in the future. So what this means is there is nothing they're going to do right now. Titans are going to suck for about a season. And yes, I call episode seasons because that's what they are. So it's going to suck for a while. That's unfortunate. Even the class item selection on Titans suck. Like, most of them are garbage. You could say that for most classes, but even more so for Titans. We want to keep on adding to Prismatic, says Bungie. In an interview with IGN's Fireteam Chat, combat area lead at Bungie, Benjamin Womack, shed some light on the team's future plans for the new Prismatic subclass, as well as some internal conversations happening around Titans generally, as well as its Prismatic subclass. Responding to a question about whether there are plans to expand, adding new aspects, fragments, the Prismatic subclass in the future, Womack said, "We want to keep adding on to Prismatic. It is something that's going to be just as important as adding to the other subclasses. It's like a right time and right project alignment on different parts. What part of the game needs your attention the most?" Womack revealed that extensive internal discussions are ongoing regarding the Titan class and its new Prismatic subclass. I'm not gonna lie, we're talking about Titans a lot right now internally and looking at which is not just Prismatic at all. Weighing all that together, we're definitely not done touching Prismatic at all. Interestingly, the developer expressed surprise that the immediate emergency adjustments weren't needed for Prismatic right after the Final Shape's release. If anything, I was actually a little surprised that we didn't have more to emergency touch Prismatic than I thought. Like Stasis was so broken in PvP, like they had to tune it down. It was so broken when Stasis first was released. I was prepared for us to have to do some big real emergencies right at the start, but things worked more like I thought they were going to than I thought they would turn out to be working when you get millions of people touching your content. Bungie's commitment extends beyond just immediate fixes. Wombat stressed the importance of creating evergreen content that remains relevant and engaging in the game for years to come. We're going to be working on Prismatic for a long time. Just all the other parts. There's a phrase I like to use called evergreen. When we're working in combat, we make evergreen content. You can watch the full right here. In other news, Bungie has announced its decision to finally remove elemental surges from raids. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is keyword. They hear you, but don't expect anything immediately. Sorry, Titans, you just aren't going to be the hotness right now for a while. It's unfortunate you're getting shafted. At least prismatic wise. I think Strand is still the go-to way, and if you love running Strand Titan, I think it's very strong. But prismatic is just it's bad. It's garbage compared to the other two, at least. And you might be a prismatic Titan stan, like I make it work, then that's great. But overall, it is much weaker. Like when hunters are more of a prismatic Titan than Titans are, there's a problem, both on the hunter side, but also the Titan side. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that no one thought that hunter was going to be strong. That's another thing. Hunter is really strong right now, but what they've just said with this is that they thought they were going to have to do some emergency fixes. That means at this present time, there is no intention to change hunters. Let that sink in. Titans are getting shafted. Hunters are still going to be evergreen, right? They're evergreen. They're strong and they're going to stay strong. I imagine Titans will get buffed when hunters get nerfed. And from what they've said, there's nothing that stresses immediate future. It just is future. It's like a right time and right project alignment on different parts. What part of the game needs your attention the most? So that tells me they're going to focus on the things that need to be fixed immediately. So hunters, rejoice. You're going to enjoy being broken for a while. And Titans, you're just getting shafted. Let me know what you guys think down below. Listen, I want Titans. I play with all three characters. I'm a hunter main. I'm eating good, but I've been enjoying using Warlock again because of the minion builds. It's really fun. It's really strong. Titans just don't have anything that interests me. Like slamming multiple times with Pyrogel on Prismatic's really fun. Like it's cool. But that's it. Like there's nothing that like I could just use regular solar with healing nades and get the same effect, right? There's nothing about Prismatic that makes you think, man, I need to use this over other subclasses. There really isn't. There's nothing that really pops out, and having most of your exotic class item options be garbage, which most of them are, like that's a bigger problem with exotic items in general right now, is that a lot of them are garbage, and there's only like 2 to 3 combos that really stand out with the community right now. And that's really what's happening with Titan, where there's only a couple combinations that really stand out, and even that doesn't really make Prismatic pop, unlike the other classes do. But let me know, what do you think? Again, I don't think people should be upset about this. I don't think people should be like, oh my God, I can't believe people are dumping on Titan. This is a good thing. Listen, if you think Titans are in a good place, you eventually are going to get a buff, which is just going to be a net positive for you. So like, I don't see why people would be getting upset about this. This is a win. If they're talking about how bad Titan is and you think Titan's in a great place prismatic wise, you're going to be eating good in the future. You're going to have a nice little buff in the future. So bon appetit, I guess. Like this is a win-win. The people that think this is not doing hot, you're going to hopefully feel better in the future. And the people that are loving it right now, you're going to love it even more. And hunters, I don't know what's going to happen to us. Like, we'll eat good now because we're probably going to get stomped somewhere. Just being honest, how Bungie is. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. The link to the article will be down below if you really want to investigate and look at it for yourself. As always, game out and huzzah.